From F1 to IndyCar, GT3 to rally stages, 2025 delivered some of the most brutal crashes motorsport has seen in years. These are the moments where speed met disaster and survival defied the odds. During qualifying at Imola, Yuki Tsunoda hit a curb at over 250 kilometers per hour, sending his Red Bull into a terrifying flip. The car crashed upside down into the barriers.
To finish the right way up. That shows you how close the walls are and a massively violent impact.
He walked away uninjured from one of 2025's most shocking moments. In Detroit, Louis Foster lost control at over 180 miles per hour, slamming into Felix Rosenqvist in a violent collision.
Rosenqvist looks to be all on his own here.
What happened?
Oh,
no, the right front
suspension failure. Oh!
The impact destroyed both cars and scattered debris across the circuit. Incredibly, both drivers walked away uninjured, proving IndyCar's safety evolution.
And no way that Rosenqvist would have seen that coming. No, it's a heck.
At the Bathurst 12 Hour, Stephen Grove launched airborne in a terrifying crash. His GT3 Mercedes hit the wall hard, fracturing his spine. It was one of the year's most brutal moments, showing how unforgiving Mount Panorama can be.
Yeah, you can see it's taken the wind out of Steve. So
supplied this from the outside, so this is the first good look we've had at that impact and just how high that car was sent. So
a high-speed T-bone at the Nordschleife saw a Porsche erupt into a fireball after colliding with a BMW. The crash looked fatal, but both drivers miraculously escaped with only minor injuries. Sebastian Murray launched over teammate Riccardo Escotto during a chaotic moment at Mid-Ohio, flipping violently into the barriers.
In that instant, it is very difficult.
Here's our look, Escotto trying to get a run. Murray was drafting Aaron, and quite odd.
Oh, he actually went upside down. That's a huge crash.
Incredibly, both drivers climbed out without serious injury. A massive nighttime pileup during the Rolex 24 at Daytona wiped out multiple leading cars in seconds. Fog, fatigue, and cold tires created a high-speed mess, one that shook the endurance racing field.
It looks like the 40 of Delatraz just gets away on his own, and then chaos.
It's huge, and the P2 cars all checking up here, trying to miss, and big contact there with 3 P2s. And then the GT cars are...
At the Indy 500, chaos struck before the green flag as McLaughlin spun on the parade lap.
Right on boards, with McLaughlin warming his tires. Oh no. Oh no. Warming his tires, swerving just to put some temperature into the rubber, and just loses it.
The track is cold, the tires are cold. These cars are set up to turn left. They don't do straight very well, Townsend, and when you light up the rear tires to try to get a bit of heat into them, it is so easy to have that happen.
Well, especially if there's any of that residual rain moisture on the racetrack, and for Scott McLaughlin, the worst feeling I can possibly imagine as a racing driver.
Later, Larson and others were wiped out in a high-speed restart crash that shook up the entire race.
So let's take a look at this from the outside. There goes Larson to the bottom. A little wiggle, and it just goes.
He just lost it in the short chute on the entrance to 2, and Kiffin Simpson almost got around.
Stingray Rob did avoid contact. Oh, he downshifted.
Oh, no.
Third gear, you're at the top of third gear. That was a downshift he did.
During the second quarter at Saxon Ring, Maverick Viñales suffered a violent high-side crash that sent him flying off the bike.
High drama already at the start of this Q2 session. High side for Maverick Viñales going through.
He was injured and ruled out of the German GP. While leading the Bommarito 500 at Gateway, Joseph Newgarden was launched airborne after a brutal collision with the slowing Louis Foster. His car flipped upside down before violently sliding across the oval.
On his own, damaged the car, and you're a passenger as a driver at that moment.
Dear.
Oh no.
And Joseph absolutely nowhere to go. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
I've never seen anything like that on a short
Not at
oval,
all.
Timo.
God, he could have.
Just over an hour into the 2025 Spa 24 Hours at Blanchimont, Lauren Heinrich's Porsche slammed into a limping McLaren at over 150 kilometers per hour, obliterating the rear of the number 1-1-2 car in a fireball of flying debris.
Have another look at this then. So you're going to see the yellow Merc pop out the way, and then the black Porsche has no vision of it.
Miraculously, both Heinrich and Joshua Mason walked away, highlighting the strength of GT Endurance Safety Engineering. In race 2 of the GT4 European Series at Spa, a chaotic first lap pileup erupted at Ré de Lyon when an Audi and multiple cars collided under high-speed conditions in patchy grip.
Battles coming up the hill through Radillon for the first time, and it was contact that sent Paul Petit into a spin. Back out onto the middle of the track. The first batch of cars able to avoid, but not the next, and unfortunately that sent Paul.
The melee instantly eliminated 6 GT4 entries and triggered a red flag. Fortunately, all drivers escaped uninjured.
At least one taken.
At the start of the 2025 Monaco F2 feature race, pole sitter Alex Dunn collided with Victor Martins into Saint-Devote corner, triggering a catastrophic 11-car pileup that wiped out more than half the field.
From Victor Martins, is he going to take the lead from Alex Dunn? Oh, contact between Victor Martins and Alex Dunn, and there's a pileup into turn 1. Huge incident in the Formula 2 feature race here.
Almost a full car's length, almost the full car ahead there, and I think is within his rights to sweep in towards the apex.
The chaos forced an immediate red flag, yet amazingly, no drivers were seriously injured as marshals cleared what looked like Formula 2's worst wreck ever.
Every right to there.
Yeah, he's clear and ahead.
In the F2 sprint race at the Austrian GP, Sami Megatunif dove past Arvid Lindblad at turn 3, but made contact, launching his car upside down and literally rolling over both Lindblad's and Luke Browning's cars before flipping to a stop.
Driving then, trying to make the move, and one of those as well, where Browning is that as the Trident rolls over the top. Look, exactly there. As the roll hoop.
Thanks to the halo, all 3 drivers walked away unharmed from what became one of the most terrifying incidents of the 2025 F2 season.
Squeeze me on the braking like crazy.